go. Okay, we got it. Worky, worky. Yep, there it goes. There it goes. I hate the delay. I really wish they would fix the delay. Because the delay is crazy long. Of course there's going to be a delay, but I mean, damn. Long delay. Okay, alright. We're good. Had to make sure. If you guys are into this kind of thing, we can do it more often, and next time it'll be a lot more ironed out. Because, yeah, I don't do this very often. I haven't done a live stream in probably been about a year, maybe a little longer. I don't know. And even then, it was just games. Games are a lot easier than trying to mix audio and all that shit. Excuses, excuses. I know. Got a few of you. You gotta say hi, everybody. Up to 9. I don't know if we keep at it. We're gonna tie my most views in a live stream ever if we haven't already. Probably have. I'm not a streamer, okay? Give me a break. Thought we'd try something a little different this week, though. Thank you very much, Zach. I actually just hit 900 subs today. I got to thank all of you guys, because you guys are the ones that are doing it. I've had this YouTube channel for, God, years now. And it took me longer to go from 500 to 600 subs than it has from 600 to 900. Literally. It's been a pretty crazy, I don't know, I wouldn't say rocket ride, because that's a little bit over dramatic, but it's been much, much quicker since I started doing these videos, and it's a lot of fun. So, glad everybody likes it. Cesari, how's it going? I have 10 megs to upload. Actually, I have a lot more than that. Obviously, I'm running off my setup right now. I have, on my house, one of the nano beams goes to the sector, and then out the 24 gig antennas. It seems to be working okay for a stream. Does everything look okay? Sound okay? Everything up and running correctly now? I hope so. 10 meg upload. Last time I ran a speed test, I was getting, ironically enough, I was getting a better upload speed than download. So, if you've seen the pictures I've posted recently, you know why. Because the one shot's better than the other. That's nature of the game, I guess. Not for long, though. I am getting rid of the 24 gigahertz antennas, switching over to 5, getting some bigger dishes and everything. We're going to be dialed in real good then. And I'm going to get the Ubiquiti multiplexers, so I'll be able to expand down the road, add some more capacity should I need to. It's going to be awesome. Turn your damn phone up, Trip. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Let's see. Here, I want to make sure I don't blow anybody's head off. Yeah, it is kind of low. There we go. How's that? Is that better? There we go. Woo. It's a sensitive little booger. How's that? Is that better? Yeah, that should be good. There we go. Sorry about that, man. Oh yeah, we're gonna multiplex all the plexers. Gonna start with one on each end. I'm gonna get AF5X HD, for those of you that haven't seen the post yet. Gonna get the new 5 gigahertz HD whatever radios. And the multiplexers, I'm gonna start with one on one end with a 30 decibel big dish thing. and then a 34 decibel big dish thing on the other side. And then I'll be able to plug in more antennas or more radios as capacity needs deemed necessary. Awesome trip. There we go. Yeah, it was kind of low. That's my bad. I just saw it was working and was like, yay, it's working. Oh, now you can hear my completely out of tune guitar. So what's everyone up to? What's going on? Multiplexers. Hell yeah. Total sub count is up to 902 last I saw. So cheers, everybody. Very, very awesome. Took me forever to get to this point, but I know why. I tend to make videos on all different kinds of random stuff, and that is not a good way to grow a YouTube channel. YouTube, the way the algorithm is and everything, they like longer videos, especially now. They like one specific focused like theme, you know, like a show kind of, because YouTube's kind of trying to replace TV, so they tend to promote the stuff that's very focused and very a little bit longer form and all that, and I don't do that. I have videos about all different kinds of random shit. My car, music stuff, computers, antennas, all different kinds of shit. Oh, we gotta turn the lights on. Hold on. Oh yeah, there we go. Pair of the multiplexers. You got the NXN, whatever they are, the 4 on each. Yeah, maybe. ISP sub count. I'm sorry. There's so many different subs, so many different meanings. I have 5. Gotta start somewhere, right? Yeah, customers. 5. Because that's how that goes, you know? Gotta start somewhere. I thought you were talking about YouTube. My bad. My break-even point is actually only, I think, 15. I'd have to look at my paperwork and stuff. My break-even point's pretty low. So, I mean, 5, I'm not completely losing my ass. I'm just kind of losing my ass. It's one of the luxuries of having a reasonably good paying day job, is that I can afford to do this kind of dumb shit and not turn a profit immediately. I need to go out and hit the streets though. Gotta go pound some pavement and sell this shit. Now that it's up and running, a lot of people I saw on here especially, they were talking about, oh, I had subs before I built it. I couldn't do that. I didn't want to go that route because I didn't feel comfortable selling something that I didn't have. I didn't want to sell a product that I didn't already have available. So I had to wait for it to be built. That was a big pain in the ass. Once it was up, we had the fire at the relay house, which I'm sure you're all aware of. So that kind of put a damper on things. I didn't want to go out and sell when I didn't know when I would be back up and running. Had no idea. Last I heard, they're actually talking about October, which is insanity. To fix a damn electrical box that could be fixed in like a day. I don't get it. So we're still running off extension cables at the moment. But yeah, anyway, didn't want to go out and sell something that I couldn't reliably offer. Now that it's starting to get, now that I've gotten it kind of dialed in, still having a little bit of 24 gigahertz issues, but overall, it works really well. I know you guys are like, oh my God, an 8-mile shot with 24. It actually works pretty well. Every once in a while, it gets kind of wonky, but generally, it's not bad. It all depends where you're at, though. And with these radios and antennas and shit, there's really no way to know what it's going to do until you do it. Until you set up some hardware and actually do the shot, you don't know. I know there's ways you can do like spectrum analysis and stuff. I'm actually going to take one of my nano beams over to the data center and do that shit to see. It's a good idea, but not really practical with 24 gigahertz because you don't have extra 24 gig antennas laying around. So, you know, there's really no way to do it without doing it, to know what it's going to do without doing it. There we go. English is hard. So I just did it, and it doesn't work bad, but it doesn't work great. So now that it's dialed in, I can go out and start selling it and get some damn money flowing. 14, 15, something like that's my break even. I'd honestly be super stoked, really, really happy with like 50. If I could get 50 subs, I'm good. Because this is literally a neighborhood ISP kind of thing. This is just local. I'm giving internet to like my neighbors and stuff. So there's a lot of houses down here, but I don't think they'll all want it. You know, some people just don't care. If I could get 50, if I could get 200, I could retire from my day job. That's, yeah, true story. Let me see. You seen any rain fade yet? No. Luckily, I'm in Phoenix, and it doesn't rain here, like ever. So we do have what's called the monsoon season. We're in the very beginning of that right now, where it will rain cats and dogs every once in a while for, you know, a few months. But it's still not like Florida. Like, would I do 24 gig in Florida or something like that? No, probably not. Here, you don't really have to worry about the rain too much here. Not yet, at least. I don't know. These things are going down next week probably, so hopefully I won't have to worry about the whole rain fade thing. But hasn't been a problem yet, no. Gotta hit the payment and get your account up or hire some kids to do flyers. Ironic you say that, because that's probably exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to hire a couple of my buddies to go around and just sell. Like, hey, you give me a sub, I'll give you $50 cash. You bring me 10 subs, I'll give you $500. You know, something like that. Because definitely an option. I could definitely do that. I know people that live in the neighborhood that would be more than happy to help. So, something along those lines is probably going to happen, though. I just recently got my my logo made, Fiverr for the win. When I started my photography, my multimedia company, I did all the logos and everything myself, and it's a lot of work, and it's a big pain in the ass. I didn't feel like doing that this time. Well, hire people to do the things that I'm not good at. That being said, I do love the logos for my multimedia company. I will show you. Really? You're not in here anymore? You son of a bitch. Don't you just hate having to type URLs? This is my multimedia company. I made that logo. It's cooler on the... What are you doing, you piece of shit? Come on now. That's not what you're supposed to do. There we go. Thank you. I made that logo, and it's awesome on my business cards because I got like shiny. They have like a metallic part in them, and man, looks awesome. But I didn't feel like going through all that trouble and shit this time, so I hired somebody to do it. Now that that's done, let me see if I can find... I think I have it somewhere else on here. Guess not. Oh well. Now that I have the logo done, though, I'm going to make up some flyers and stuff to hand out, because it's a pretty small neighborhood. You could hit every house in here in a day or two, really. Handling payments, at this point, I'm just doing cash. I just run around and... Or, not cash, checks. Well, cash would work, whatever, doesn't matter. There's only 4 people. I count myself as a sub because I no longer have to pay Cox. Let me put that out there. So technically 4 other homes, but 5 subs on the network. Yeah, I just walk around and get money from them because there's not many of them, so it's not like it's hard to do. I am building UCRM in the data center on my server, though. That'll be the official payment thing. Hey, there's my logo right there. See it? See it? See it? Bottom left corner. It's awesome. So once that's up and running, they'll be able to go and pay online and all that. You know, the usual stuff. I haven't gotten it finished yet, though. Do a few signs on the roads. The thing with the signs on the roads is that there's other shit around here, like AC service signs, and there's HughesNet signs and all that other crap, and I don't want to get mixed in with that. It shouldn't really be necessary anyway. Honestly, I think once word kind of gets out that, you know, there's internet down here that works worth a shit, it'll probably spread on its own. I just got to kind of get a few people hooked up, and then I think it'll be okay. No need for signs and all that. That's what I plan on doing as well. Road signs and coverage. I did think about doing that, and I have maybe taken down some competitors' signs. Maybe. But that's not really all that necessary to do all that. Some word of mouth, maybe grease some palms to go hit some doors for me. Should be good. What's everyone drinking, man? What you guys got? I'm gonna bust out the whiskey here in a little while. I'll pull up my other site. I did all the site design. I do all the stuff myself. That's why trying to do logos also is kind of like, ugh. This is the, God, that's an awful picture. Ugh. I didn't realize that didn't blow up all that great. Oh well, whatever. Took that with Igor, my drone. He's over there on the floor. That's kind of the neighborhood where we're at, though. You can see the mountains on the left and then the little mountain on the right. That's why there is no ISP over here. In between the two mountains, Cox and all that, they haven't gotten over here yet. I'm sure they will, but they haven't done it yet. Just over the mountains on the right, less than a mile from my house, there's Cox Gigabit. And in here, there's nothing. Go figure, right? Whoever that is that says they have the multiplexers, Ben Tyler, shoot me a message. I think I've talked to you before, actually. But yeah, shoot me a message about those, and we'll work that out. AC or AF radios for my point-to-point. I'm doing wireless AC. Haven't done the... That should work. Everything I've read, the AC should work fine. The 5 gigahertz AC point-to-point, the AF5X HD, whatever the hell they are, should work good. So we're going with those for now. And ironically enough, when I was designing all this to begin with, all the reading, all the research, everything I could possibly think of, I almost bought those to start with. I almost did. Not only are they cheaper, but the range is longer. And for those of you that haven't seen the earlier videos where I talk about this, the reason I went with the 24 gigahertz antennas is the radios, antennas, whatever. I'll use the terms interchangeably. The reason I went with those is because of the bandwidth. Those are 2 gig. You know, now I know that it's 1 gig both ways. The theory behind it is I could lose half of it in transit and still be good, because I only have 1 gig at the data center. So it's fine if I lost half of the bandwidth, half of the capacity in the shot. Well, I'm losing a little bit more than that. So yeah, the 5 gigahertz antenna should work just fine, because I'm only getting across about 500 megs right now. Putting up lower capacity radios really wouldn't change anything. And then I can do the multiplexer and add more later if I want. So, you know, I did have a rhyme to my reason behind going for the 24 gig. It just didn't quite work out the way I hoped. They do work okay though. And in certain scenarios, I could see them really rocking, like really being good. If you're out in kind of a rural area, or if you're not shooting more than like 5 miles or so, they'd be really good. I just happen to be shooting like right into downtown Phoenix, so yeah. Good idea is to give good internet for the local shops or gas stations with discount for the opportunity to put sign in the... That's not a bad idea, actually. I hadn't really thought about that. Because there are a couple little gas stations. We're kind of out a bit, sort of. I mean, we're in Phoenix, technically, but it's a suburb, kind of. There are... Why is that pot... Go away. Jeez. There are a couple little gas stations and shops that I might be able to reach. The problem with that is that the way I have my sector antenna set up, it's literally just beaming on the screen. You see the valley. It's literally just shooting down the valley. And the gas stations and stuff are kind of up that way. That's not a bad idea, though. I could probably... I've been told I could talk my way out of a paper bag, so I may be able to just schmooze my way a sign in the window. But then I run into the issue of places around the gas station that I don't serve calling me and trying to get hooked up, and I have to tell them no. And I don't like telling people no. I'm somewhat focused this way for now. I do plan on expanding, but for now I kind of got to be very targeted on where I go. Oh, you mean, yeah. No. Wait. Yes. I know what you mean. The air. I thought they were the same protocol, but no, the air fiber. Here, let's do this. Oops, I can type, I swear. Fail typing. No, not that. Hold on. I know what you mean. They're the air fiber ones. These. You're referring to the protocol in the thing. Yeah. These are what I'm going with. 1 gigabit throughput, and then I have the multiplexer thing, so I'll be able to add capacity down the road. But yeah, no, I'm sorry, I misunderstood you. For a 9-mile shot, the AC are cheaper, and you can get more than enough for a number of subs you have. Oh yeah, definitely. I think these will work plenty fine. Just run a spectrum, make sure you can, yeah, I'm going to. That's the plan. Especially being 5 gigahertz, I can use the nano beam to do spectral analysis. Somebody in one of the Facebook groups mentioned that, and I'm like, shit, it's actually very true. I didn't think of that. Yeah, so definitely makes things easier. Can't do that with 24 gigahertz though. That's why you kind of just had to put them up and see what happened. You do many pop? Yes. Yeah, good. What the fuck? Why are you? Go away. Windows? Stop it. I'd rather be a bit overkill than, I mean, especially considering these are cheaper, a lot cheaper than what I already have. So, yeah, I'd rather kind of overbuild it than need it later. Especially if I do, because like they're talking about going out towards the gas stations and everything, which I would like to do. I'd like to have the added capacity. So, it's definitely overkill range-wise, like by a lot. So theoretically, I won't have any dropouts anymore. Even the 24s are usually pretty good. They're usually not bad. It's just every once in a while, it's always in the morning and evening, they just go to total ass. It's crazy. This morning I made a post about it because I got up and I'm trying to watch BattleBots and it ain't working. I'm like, okay. So we stream everything. We have for years. And when they're working, stream stuff no problem. Super easy. But it started doing the buffering herky-jerky dance. I'm like, son of a bitch. So I pull up the antennas and I was like, ugh, bastard-ass things. But yeah, these I'm pretty confident about these. I even thought about keeping the 24s and going from the relay to my house, kind of turning my house into where the sector antennas are. Have my own little private network. Oh, that'd be baller-ass internet then. But you want to talk about overkill? Good God. I'm only about a mile from the sector antennas. So, yeah, that would be like a 1 mile-ish shot on some AF-24. That'd be a little bit overkill. So I don't think I'm going to do that. Good, though. I actually have somebody that wants to buy them already. So, it's good. Speaking of buying things, I'm going to be getting a new server soon after all, it looks like. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do it, but looks like I should be able to pull it off. That's going to be here, so I'm going to leave my old server at the data center, and then the new one's going to go here, run my security cameras and shit like that. For those of you that have no idea what I'm talking, why do you keep popping up Windows? But no, just stop asking me, you piece of shit. For those of you that have no idea what I'm talking about, I had a 1U ProLiant Gen 8 server here that I used to run my security cameras off of and all that kind of stuff running Unraid. I took it to the data center. See my earlier videos to see what I'm talking about. How much is the data center setup running you per month for the colo and 1 gig? I am paying, from what I understand, I got a pretty damn good deal. It's $800 a month for a full rack and everything. So that's a gig fiber drop and everything. So from what I understand, I got a pretty good deal. So that's pretty cool. 24/7. Yeah, thermal issue. It's the what do they call it? Thermal banding or whatever the hell they call it. Thermal ducting. That's what it is. Yeah, and from what I understand, there's nothing you can do about it other than like raise them higher, which really isn't an option for me, or put them closer together, which, you know, duh. So what I'm going to do is replace them. Never making ride by 6-7 miles in any of in any though. I don't know, man. Then the box is lying to us because they're supposed to go to like 12 miles, not 6 or 7. I think in the right environment, I don't see why they wouldn't be able to go further than that. But hell, I don't know. It'd have to be like the perfect spot, but who knows? Yeah, damn, that's cheap. Yeah, I was talking to some other people on here, and they were like, hey, I'm paying $1,200, and I'm like, I guess I kind of got hooked up. Subs, do you need to break even? My break even point is right around 15, and I already have 5. Again, I count myself because I'm not paying for cable for internet anymore. So, you know, that money that I would have paid every month just stays in my pocket. So I have 5 right now. That's why only needing 15. I'm not completely losing my ass. So it's pretty good. Yeah. Somebody's paying attention, huh? Mm-hmm. Do you guys have to pay roof space or antenna rent, like tower rent? Do you guys do that? Just out of curiosity, what do you guys pay? Let me know. I got here late, so I may be asking about stuff you. Oh, no problem. It's all good. Packages. I have 1. I'm keeping it super simple. Hold on, I missed one. Yeah, my 1 gig is $1,900 a month. Ooh. Price out of Coloco is $800 a month for a half rack. Damn. So it would be what, $2,700 ish all in. Ugh, that hurts. That'll make your depending on what packages and stuff you're running, your break-even point's a little bit higher. So I guess I got a good deal. Man, doing this network was over a year in the making. Like between all the research and trying to find a place to get the drop and just antennas and everything else to getting the funding. And it took a long time to put this together. And the place that I got the data center that I found, it was just the first one that I found that had what I wanted. It just turned out to be that much a month. I kind of got lucky, I guess. I will take lucky over good any day of the week. Just let that be known. Some places you pay. I got packages. Yeah, back to you. Wait. I have 1. I do 25 megs for $55 a month. The reason I don't do other ones, I've been told I probably should, and I did think about it, but with the amount of bandwidth that I'm pulling over, I don't want to oversubscribe it to death by offering, like 100 meg service and all that kind of shit. So I'm keeping it 25. I chose 25 because that's the recommendation for Netflix 4K. So everybody down here will be able to stream their Netflix and their Game of Thrones and all their, their stuff without any problem, but still be competitively priced because, man, people are paying, $70 a month or whatever for CenturyLink DSL. I mean, they're pulling like 600K. I mean, it's unbelievably slow down here because all the phone lines and shit were run in like the 60s or something. So it's really, really old shit, getting awful speeds. 25 meg, 55 a month, pretty easy sell so far. Most people are like, okay. Might change it down the road, especially if I do the multiplexers and get some more bandwidth down here. But for now, I'm just doing one and done. Let's see. Tower lease to the tower. 2 towers at the moment. Shot between the 2. Oh, gotcha. Pay for place for antenna on the 80 meter tower. 110 for 110's not too bad, I guess. Sector 150. Like all those, it's like death by 1,000 cuts or however the hell that saying goes. $150 may not sound like much, but that would be another 3 subs just to break even on that. So I'm kind of glad I don't have to do that. The Relay House people, seriously, the nicest people I've ever met, probably ever. I was using the Fresnel calculator thing on Ubiquiti site, and I found this row of houses up on the mountain. I'm like, well, those should work. Because the reason I have the relay house at all is because I have to go around. You see the mountain on the right? I have to go around that. So that house happened to be, there were like 5 or 6 of them up there that happened to be in the right spot, and I just picked one randomly and went up and knocked on the door some Saturday like, hey, can I put antennas on your roof? And they were like, yeah, sure. So I got pretty lucky there too. They don't charge me anything. I just give them free internet. For rooftop, somebody's offered free internet. Oh yeah, there you go. It's not very minimal. That's good. Church game mode. That's good. Lots of ways to lots of ways to negotiate. Lots of bargaining to be done. There's always a way, right? 25 down. What's the upload? I don't know. Whatever they can push. They never ask. I'm actually getting higher uploads than downloads, but that being said, I'm also pulling down a lot more than 25. Like right now, well, let's find out. It's kind of prime time on a Sunday. Let's see, speed test. Let's see what we're getting, shall we? Here we go. Usually I'm pulling 40 to 50, something like that. My ping is usually 5. So I'm doing 17 millisecond ping and about 40 something down with a stream going. I'm okay with that. Now watch, the upload will be even more. Well, maybe not because I have a stream going. Hope this doesn't kill the stream. Yeah, see, I get more up. Yeah. Well, there you go. So 17 millisecond ping, about 40 megs down, and about 55 up. And I don't limit anybody for now because there's really no reason to. I don't have enough people on the network to even register on the capacity thing, so I let them do whatever they want for now. And I told them when I signed them up, they're all friends of mine for the most part anyway, but I told them, hey, down the line I'll have to limit it. I'm going to set it up in the CPE to do 30 meg burst and then 25 sustained. But for now, I just leave it the way it is because no need to overthink it. And those are pretty typical speeds. 45 to 50 both ways. Pretty common. All over the world chat. Maybe I'll start a Discord. Would you guys like a Discord? I could start a Discord server. We'll think about it and we'll see. Maybe I'll put that together. Or I could run a IRC server. Get that good old Merc going. Used to run that shit in the Marine Corps and it was awesome because it never broke. It just worked all the time. It was so good. Very, very basic, but man, stable as all hell. Loved it. Notification on, oh, another new sub. Trip, thank you, sir, for the sub. You're a saint. If you're still on here, you still on here? Could have sworn I saw you. Maybe I'm just thinking, you were on here. Yep. Thank you, sir. Get all your buddies to sub and shit too. It's good stuff. Hell yeah, Merc rocked. That shit was bulletproof. And you had the little bot. My buddy wrote a bot for it. You could ask it questions and shit. It'd give you the weather and everything. So good. Merc was the shit. Although Discord is pretty amazing. Like you can do a lot with Discord. It's pretty cool. And it just dawned on me, I need to set up my other monitor at some point if I'm going to do these from time to time, because I only have one monitor. Channel width on the AP is on the sector or on the backbone antennas? Because I don't remember on the sector. I think the backbone antennas, I think, are 30, if I remember correctly. Something like that. Sounds about right. does that go? On the sector, I'm not sure. I'm not real sure. Yeah, I don't remember. Let's see if I can get to it. 1.4. I don't remember if it's 2.4 or 1.4. I mean, it's apparently 2.4. Yeah, so sorry. Somehow, so get this. This is a crazy story. When I built the network, I did everything 10.10.1. Whatever, right? Setting stuff up, getting everybody hooked up, and I look at the antennas one day, and half of them, for some reason, are 2. Whatever, and the other half are 1. Whatever. I was like, what? How the hell did that happen? So I've been slowly migrating them all back over to 1. Whatever. I don't know why it decided to get a mind of its own, but apparently the sector antenna is still 2. Whatever, and I can't get to it right now. But I think it's, yeah, I have no idea. I think it's 10 megahertz. I'm wanting to say 10, but I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I don't remember. Surprised you only played 40. Well, the thing is, my antenna here, yeah, I have a lot more capacity than that, but my antenna here is only getting like negative 76 or so. I'm only getting a theoretical max at the antenna of like 90. So 40 to 50 in here. Yeah. Plus I'm on crappy ass Wi-Fi in my studio because I haven't run cabling over here yet. So yeah, I would rather have 10 people that could get 40 on my 500 meg link than having everybody yanking down, 200 and breaking shit. So no, I'm cool with that. It actually works really well. I've had this same stupid ass nano beam on my house for over a year now, and it just works. It's been chugging right along. So, but that's why the reception here isn't really that great. I could get power beams and get a lot more, obviously, or I could probably re-aim it a little bit and get a little better. But the reception on the thing's not very good. Hence the kind of technically mediocre speeds. How do they? Oh, I know what it is. I gotta retune the. There we go. Okay, I need the tuner. I got too much delay and reverb and shit going on. There we go. Alright, now we're good. I got 9 people in here now. Thanks all for coming out and hanging out. I didn't know if anyone would give a shit. See, that's not it either. Oh, that's it. Ah, goes to G. Mm-hmm. That still doesn't really sound right. Oh, Alabama. There you go. Ah, no. Demonetized. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not monetized anymore anyway. YouTube said, screw you to all the little guys years ago. Unfortunately. Used to be monetized. Oh, it just dawned on me. I am less than 100 subs from the 1,000 sub cutoff now. How about that, huh? Still haven't met the watch requirements, I don't think. Watch time, but Getting there, getting there. About to get my money back. Hey, being a WISP here in PA, I have so many damn trees. Yeah, seriously, I was actually thinking about that because if you see the picture, like the big peak, kind of like right dead center in the middle, there's that little bunch of trees. I was looking in that neighborhood to hook some people up, and I'm looking around like, ooh, trees. I'm not used to dealing with this. Yeah, it would be a big pain in the ass because you'd basically have to either mount on the trees or over the trees. That'd be the only way to do it. Yeah, could be a big pain in the ass. Actually, a job up there for a campground. About 20 nanobeams and an Omni. Oh, yeah. Getting it done. Yeah, dealing with trees would be a big pain in the ass. I heard water is a pain in the ass, too. Trying to go over water because it reflects. Heard that's a bit of a bitch. Both things that we don't have to worry about here. So we don't have any trees, we don't have any water. Let's clean it up, shall we? Let's go here. Okay, so funny story. I just got like 3 messages at once. Cesari. Funny story, okay? You ready? When I was first looking into, because when we looked at this house, put an offer in, all that kind of shit, we were under contract for like 2 weeks. And that's when I found out there is no internet down here. Now, I work in IT as my day job. I do digital forensics for a living. And I work from home, like at least 1 day a week. I was a little bit freaking out when I found out there is no internet here. Not to mention I do all kinds of this shit and YouTube and gaming and all kinds of other shit on the internet, so I kind of need internet. Found all that out, and then I started digging around on the internet. I called every internet service provider I could think of, everything. And I actually found some random YouTube video. Some guy was shooting internet using some power beams. So I started looking into power beams. And that was actually the original plan, was to make a little relay on top of the mountain on the right, up there with solar panels. I was just going to put it up there and leave it up there. And I don't know who the hell owns that land, but I was just going to leave it there as long as I could and hope for the best. Was not real happy with that plan, but for a while, that's actually what I was going to do, was just put it up there and, you know, put some GPS on it. So if anyone moved it or tried to take it, I'd find out. But yeah, that was actually what I was going to do, was up on that mountain over there on the right, going to build a little cart with a pole and the antennas on it, and some solar panels and some batteries, and, you know, hope for the best. Glad I didn't have to do that. Planning on going to WISP. Well, that's the first I've heard of WISPapalooza, so I'll have to look into that. What's up with the monetization? YouTube canked that shit for channels that were not large long time ago. Probably 2 years, 3 years ago. Long time, relatively speaking, but yeah, quite a while ago. If you didn't have 1,000 subs and, what was it, 10,000 watch hours in the past 6 months or something like that, they kicked everybody out. And at that time, I was at like 500 subs, and I was like, well, there goes that. So yeah, YouTube pisses me off in a lot of ways. They're pretty fucked up, really, but you know, it's what we deal with. King of the hill, literally, right? That's awesome. Planning on going to WISP. I'll have to look into that because, like I said a second ago, I never heard of it. WISPapalooza, so I don't forget. Oh, WISPA. I have heard of that. Yeah, I have been to this. October 14th, 18th in Vegas. I actually might be going back to the Nasty Natty, back to Cincinnati around that time. I'll have to look at the calendar. I might be able to make it happen though, and it's in Vegas. Like I need another excuse to go to Vegas. I mean, come on. Energy sector network guy. How cool does that sound, huh? He's like, be there. Well, everybody that's going, I'm sure. Yeah, WISPA.org. Got it. I'm sure everybody that does show up there will all meet up and grab a drinky poo, because hell yeah, it'd be a good party. Learn all the WISPy things. I mean, some of you guys seem to be doing a lot bigger kind of things than me. I'm just trying to bring internet to this. I'm not trying to, take over the world yet. First things first, gotta get everything down here up and running and get profitable and get all that shit. I self-funded everything. I bought everything myself, so I don't have, like investors and all that kind of noise. So that's kind of nice. I can kind of do what I want. I don't have a ton of pressure to make money anytime soon, so that's good. But gotta still make money at some point, That's first things first, and then there's another part of Phoenix that I'd like to bring internet to eventually, because they're kind of rural like us, and I don't know, maybe. We shall see. Where is... Yeah, there it is. So this is a patch that I made where you can do cool stuff. That thing that you were listening to when the stream was starting, that was this. You go in here, you go hold, and it'll do that forever. Oh, CCTV things. What do you guys use for cameras? Who has cameras in their house? Raise their hand. What do you guys use? And then you go like this. Yeah. I don't know if you guys can even hear that or not. Okay, I'm gonna go make a drink and turn my fan on because it's like 8 million degrees in here and I'm dying. Oh, you use their cameras too, huh? I've heard mixed reviews about the Ubiquiti cameras. I thought about switching mine out for them, but I already have mine put up and everything. I use Foscam stuff, which if I had to do it again, I probably wouldn't use Foscam. The old Foscam stuff that I had was awesome. I used to use iSpy on my desktop and record it all on there, and they were super simple. You just crank up the little Foscam app thing and away you go. It was super easy. Now, with all this stupid ass like cloud garbage, no, I'm not sending my video to China. It's not going to happen. But I managed to kind of hack these so they work without doing all that stupid shit. Again, see my previous videos. I talk about it a little bit more in depth. But I'm intrigued by the Ubiquiti cameras. Do they send all their shit to China, like the Foscam stuff? I don't know. I'm not down with that cloud shit. You buy yourself under... Yeah, man. Yeah, nice, man. That's awesome weed. I did. Brandon used Uniview reseller. They have pretty great stuff. I haven't heard of those. I'm actually going to swap out one of my Foscam cameras because it's a 1080p, just a bullet camera out back. I'm going to swap that out with a. I got a deal on a 4K Amcrest, and going to swap that out because why not? I'll eventually do that with all of them. Amcrest kind of remind me of like what Foscam used to be, where you don't have all the stupid cloud bullshit. So I'll eventually swap it all out with the Amcrest stuff. It's supposed to be pretty good. How much have I spent total for all the hardware and everything? About 10 grand, somewhere around there. Providing IPTV services. No. I just have cameras in my house. I have about half a dozen in my house. So I don't do it for other people. I could. I used to run Foscam cameras in iSpy on this, and I've since switched all that out for different Foscam cameras, and I use Blue Iris now. And kind of gotten the hang of it. It's a lot more stable and it works a lot better. Like the iSpy stuff, maybe it was just because it was running on this old ass computer, but the Blue Iris stuff seems to work a little bit more reliably. It's good. I could do it for people. But what's up, Dirk de Jaeger? Yeah, doing live this week, huh? Mixing it up a little. So yeah, I am going to run and grab a drink, and I will be right back. All right, I'm back. Moving up, yeah, moving up in the world, man. IPTV, wireless only, and unicast. Well, that's basically what I did, yeah. But with the Foscam cameras, the new ones, you have to set them up, and there's like a barcode on the bottom. You have to scan it, and then it'll connect, and then go to the cloud, and all that kind of. I found out a way to trick it, basically, into giving me its IP. Kind of a hack and slash way of doing it, but you know, gotta do what you gotta do. For IP. Various off-shelf options. Hulu Live. Oh, IPTV. Is that what you were talking about? I thought you were talking about cameras. IPTV. Yeah, I guess that would be like Hulu and shit like that. No, I don't. They're free to do whatever the hell they want to do. Be it YouTube TV or whatever. I do help everybody though, like answer questions and get everything set up and whatnot. One of my clients actually has my spare router right now, so. That reminds me, actually, I gotta go get that. So I saw we had 12 people in here a minute ago, and that is definitely a record for my channel live streams. So good on you, everybody. You gotta cheers yourselves. That's good shit. Oh, I say that now we're down to 10. Really? I guess everyone's like, okay, I can leave now. Deuces. See how it is. How is that possible where I have to start? I mean, how to get this done from scratch? What? Oh, you guys are on your own there. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Hey, I got another sub. You guys are the best. That would be Shafkat? I don't know how to say that. Raza. I'm going to call you Raza. Thanks for the sub, buddy. You're the best. No problem, man. It's all good. I'll make this live. Maybe I'll edit it. You guys want me to edit it? Upload it as like a real video? Some people do that shit. I test IPTV network on my IPTV on my network. Not a good idea. Clients with STB. STB? What do you mean STB? Have turn on TV all day and kill my airtime on sectors. Oh yeah, definitely. Because if you don't have enough bandwidth for everybody to do it, ooh, that's kind of what I built this network for, though, was for people to be able to stream stuff. That's kind of the whole idea. But you got to limit people. If you have, like I have about a half a gig going one way and about 250 going the other way. So if I start running into capacity issues, gotta limit them. You gotta crank that shit down. What up, Sticker? How's it going, man? Hulu and YouTube Live are app-based services. You're on, yeah. Hey, up to 14. Look at that shit. Oh yeah. I'm gonna be the next ninja. You guys watch that guy? That streamer? He's making like $8 million a day streaming freaking video games on the internet. I exaggerate slightly, but I'm gonna be the next one. So what do you guys think? A Discord server? You guys want one? Or a Merc server? What do you think? Should I do it? Maybe I'll just make one for my channel in general. Not necessarily a WISP based one, but have like a WISP room. Joshua, what's going on, man? I'm gonna order. Ooh, let's order some hardware, shall we? That's right. I don't have my card in here. I'll do that later. I'll shoot you a message later this week. Do you ever come to town, or are you permanently on the other side of town, or basically where do you want to meet? I can meet you sometime this week and pick up that other antenna. I don't know exactly how long it's going to take for the rest of this stuff to get here. I'm ordering 2 antennas and a radio, so until that stuff gets here, I won't really need your radio yet anyway. But yeah, Discord, cool. I'll do it. How many subs do you have, and how satisfied are they? Subs, I have 5, including myself, because I don't have to pay Cox Internet anymore. They love it. It really does work good. Earlier I was talking about the antennas and how, you know, in the morning and at night it kind of does some weirdness. Not even all the time, just sometimes. But the other, you know, 22 hours of the day, it really does work well. Like an 8-mile shot with the 24 gig stuff may not be ideal, but it does work pretty well. So everyone's really happy. They love it. Just have a place for people to chat. Discord does all kinds of different shit. You can do gaming stuff with it. It's almost like a, well, you probably know. You probably used it before. For those of you that don't know, it does all kinds of different stuff. Almost like a forum that you can do audio in. It's pretty cool. I don't know, though. Does that run locally? Maybe I'll host it in the data center if it is. I don't know. Crosstalk for ideas. Is that like an app or what is that? So, yeah. Crosstalk Solutions, I guess. Is that this shit? VoIP, Wi-Fi, and networking done right. I think I've been to this site before. It looks familiar. Ooh, got that PBX. Oh, shit. Oh, they sell like packages and stuff. That's pretty cool. Yeah, check it out. It's cool. A virtual meeting place. Do they do that too? Really? Services. Crosstalk Solution. Well, it's Crosstalk Solutions. I don't know, man. Oh, well, I can host my own. I mean, I have the data center and a server and all that other shit. I can host one. I just don't know, like, is that a locally hosted thing or is that a cloud-based thing? I'm not real sure. Discord server. Okay. There we go. Thought that would be a little bit higher than that. Oh. Looks like it's cloud-based, so I wouldn't even have to. Yeah. So to start a server, you literally click plus. Okay, that's easy enough, I guess. I wouldn't even have to host it. So, all right, there's that. Yeah, I'll crank one up. I'll post it up in the WISP pages and stuff on there. Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. You're talking about there. Yeah, okay. I don't have Discord up and running right now, but yep. It looks like starting my own is really, really easy. Yeah. Modern technology, man. Well, everybody, it has been grand. Got 14 people in here. Thank you all so much for coming. I'm going to take off. If anyone has any last minute questions or bits of info, let me know. Just an FYI for you. If you did want to place Solar M-Pop, Ridge Picture, City of Phoenix owns the highest point in the center. The rest is all separate private owners. See, like, oh God, what a pain in the ass it would be though. That would be doable. And if I didn't have other options like the relay house, even at the relay house, there's a concrete pad out back that they used to use for like a shed or a barn or something like that. And I was like, hey, can I use that? Power out there and everything, like it's ready to roll. My antenna installer saw it and he was like, you can put like a 30-footer out there, like a 30-foot tower just on that standalone. I was like, ooh. So that's the end goal, is to put a tower on their property and either lease that property out or buy it from them somehow or something like that. So I wouldn't have to worry about bugging them every time I need to do anything with the antennas or anything like that, even though they don't really seem to care. But that's the end goal. If it wasn't for that, I would definitely look into something like the top of the mountain, because that was the original plan, believe it or not. But yeah, good looking out. These video, man. Keep making these videos, man. I look up to you. Shit. Yeah, act like I know things. I don't know anything, man. Glad you enjoy though, man. Hey, Steel Ball. I don't remember who said it, but somebody said something along the lines of those that are like really, really successful in life. The Bezoses and the Gates and all that. Zuckerberg and all them. A lot of them aren't particularly like smart necessarily. They're just really, really stubborn. And I got the stubborn thing under control. I got that. So just make stuff happen, man. Nothing in life's easy. Nothing in life's free. Well, it shouldn't be anyway. So just keep at it. Just keep doing it. You'll get it up and running eventually. Thanks so much for the kind words, though. It means a lot. I'm running my own Charbox on a Synology server for project stuff. Awesome. Just buy the relay house. Okay, so the relay house is like, when I first walked up to it, I had no idea. It just looks like you have a 3-car garage and you can see a little bit of the house, but it's built into the mountain. This house is massive. They have a baller view of downtown and a big invisible edge pool and